Criner from the high school FCCLA, and my repurpose and redesign project is a roll paper basket. This basket was designed to be used as a desk paper tray with dry erasable labels on each end. Have you ever thought about how much paper is thrown away each year? According to the University of Southern Indiana, in the U.S., approximately 1 billion trees worth of paper is thrown away each year. That is a lot of paper. To produce each week's Sunday newspapers, 500,000 trees must be cut down. Though newspaper can be recycled, many still end up in landfills. Sometimes more than 40% of a landfill is paper, and 13% is newspaper. When paper is compacted in a landfill, it does not decompose near as easily than in open contact with the atmosphere. In landfills, newspapers from the 1960s can be intact and readable. Though many people have started to read the newspaper online to reduce the impact, others would prefer to hold it in their hands. The project that I am presenting to you today can help reduce the amount of newspaper that you throw away and keep it out of landfills. So how do you turn this into this? The materials needed for this project are newspaper. I used 80 paper rolls made of 10 sheets of newspaper. Cardboard. I used 2 pieces of cardboard that were 9.5 inches by 13 inches. 1 plastic lid from a water bottle, 1 plastic shopping bag, 2 twist ties, a piece of plastic packaging, crochet hook, knitting needle, and scissors. I also used 2 kinds of glue and tape. The first step is to make paper rolls. Begin by cutting long pieces of newspaper that are about 3 inches wide. Roll the tubes by placing the newspaper at an angle and rolling it around a knitting needle. At the end of each strip, add a little school glue to secure it. I used 80 rolls for my project, but you could use more or less depending on the size of your project. Next, I took a piece of the cardboard and taped the paper rolls about 1.5 inches apart along the edges. These will become the uprights of your basket. Then I glued the other piece of cardboard on top with the E6000 glue and placed a heavy book on top until the glue is dry. Next, you will start weaving your basket. To make this easier, I placed a tall basket that we already had at home in the middle and used clothespins to attach the top of the uprights to it. Join 2 tubes together by putting the narrow end of one tube into the larger end of another and securing with glue. Bend the long tube in half and thread around an upright. Weave with 1 roll in front and 1 roll behind. Twist between each upright. Continue weaving and adding rolls until you have reached your desired height. Finish off the ends by cutting them to about 1 inch long and tucking them inside the weave. Secure with glue. Now your basket is finished. You can leave it the way it is, or you can spray paint it like I did. You can also add embellishments. I made 2 dry erasable labels, 1 on each end, out of cardboard and plastic packaging material. I also crocheted a flower out of a plastic bag and a water bottle lid, which I learned how to do from last year's Repurpose and Redesign project. This project cost me $4.77 to make. Most of this was the E6000 glue, and if you could find a cheaper glue, it would cost you very little. You might also need to buy a crochet hook, a knitting needle, and scissors if you do not already have them. This concept can be used to make many projects large and small. These projects can be sold on websites that promote handmade goods like Etsy. On Etsy, newspaper baskets can range from $25 to over $100. Since this project is relatively low cost, you can potentially make a large profit. Though making projects from used newspaper will not reduce the amount of trees initially cut down to produce the paper, it will reduce the environmental impact because no additional trees are being used to make the new product. I hope I have inspired you to create something new with newspaper and help protect the environment while doing so. Thank you.